I'm Alexander Sergiani. It's 10:13 p.m. September 30th. What the hell is going on around here? Who's pretending my telepathy data is there? I'm the guy who makes fun of these feed the world people. And not because they want to feed the world. They're fucking bullshitters. They ain't trying to feed the world. They're trying to feed organized crime, RICO, and terrorism. They ain't feeding the world. They're trying to feed a gambling world that revolves around murdering me and my family and feed a bunch of criminals and terrorists and rapists, murderers, and human rights and civil rights violators. They ain't feeding the world. And then if some people are trying to feed the real world, they're talking about giving a bunch of poor people stolen money with poor education who are more worried about survival than getting to read because they're too busy, trying to get clean water, electricity, and food. And then they are also worried about being murdered by people in their country who prey on the poor or from a, different community. Putting large sums of money in those people's hands covertly can lead to their death. You wouldn't be feeding the world. You'll be potentially leading to their death. I'm the one saying these people are fucking crazy. Yeah, let's give a bunch of poor people whose lives are in danger because of crazy people armed with weapons, a shit ton of money, so those crazy people armed with weapons can come to their home and just start killing them for the money before they even could set up defenses or get security or whatever. Horrible idea, especially giving people a bunch of illegal money and large sums of it. They'll probably get robbed and murdered, or they'll blow it potentially, or they won't know what to do with it, etc. If I was going to feed the world, like I said, I do science, and I've said this numerous times now. This is not the first time. So if this is the first time you're hearing it, more evidence of zero credibility. I was the one who was saying someone needs to make something sustainable, something that doesn't just feed someone during a certain time period, something that feeds people for years to come, generations to come. Like I was the one who was making the ideas about the open water aquaculture. I was the one making ideas about growing bacteria and then digesting them into their biological macromolecules, amongst other things. I got all sorts of ideas in making these nutrient protein powders, nutrient IV bags, 3D printing food, 3D printing shelters, which I think already exists, making these trash cans that can turn your trash into 3D printing materials that you can then send out to 3D print homes, things of that nature. I got a whole little plan for that. If you want to feed the world and provide the basic necessities to the impoverished people. Putting shit tons of illegal money in the hands of impoverished people may just lead to their death. So whoever that guy is a fucking moron. And this guy's driving me crazy. And this guy's not feeding the world. He's not even doing that. Granted, it would lead to their deaths. This guy's fucking putting money in the hands of organized crime, terrorists, criminals, rapists, and murderers, human rights and civil rights violators, and then trying to finance some world that revolves around attempted murder on me and my family and sexually assaulting me and mutilating my genitals while they steal trillions of dollars from me. Yeah, fuck that guy and fuck that moron. Praise Jesus. And I don't mean to be a dick, but I'm just pissed now. What is this hustle these guys keep pulling and their data manufacturing and data hustles they're pulling? And I'm fed up with these guys lying and pretending they say what I say. These guys say this feed the world thing to me, and these guys are terrorists and criminals. I'm like, what? Put money in the hands of people trying to murder me and my family and terrorists? Don't mean to be a dick. I'm just fucking infuriated now with all these fucking lies. It's scary now. They're not feeding the world. They're feeding terrorism. They're feeding the debts of people who tried to murder me and my family, and they're still not in prison. And they're putting money in the hands of people who aren't arrested, these terrorists who tried to murder me and my family and who endangered fucking humanity. Enough of this bullshit. Don't mean to be a dick. I'm just mad now. I'm fed up with this headache. It's scary now. The lack of honesty involved with this is pathetic, and it's just disgusting. It's repulsive.